On May 28, 2025, officers burst into a Broken Arrow home and found 3 bodies and a family dog lying dead amid piles of garbage. Only after sifting through the wreckage did they discover 20-year-old Alyssa Shippy's remains hidden upstairs. This wasn't a simple missing person case, it was the 3rd tragedy in that house in less than 3 years. What drove a father to murder his son and himself, and where does Alyssa's fate fit into the horror? Now, before we continue, I've poured my heart into bringing you cases like this. Please, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, like this video and leave your thoughts below. Your support means the world to me and keeps these stories alive. Back to the video. Rodney and Alyssa Shippy, married in 2018, purchased the West Roanoke Street home in 2021. They had 2 children, Logan, born April 2015 and diagnosed with autism at age 3, he was nonverbal, and Alyssa, born December 2004, a 2024 graduate of Broken Arrow High who had enrolled at Tulsa Community College to study criminal justice while working part-time as a barista. Relatives say Logan loved spending time in his backyard swing set and watching cartoon train videos on YouTube. Neighbors often heard him humming or saw him waving quietly during morning walks. Meanwhile, Alyssa was known among peers as protective of Logan and academic, kind, and driven. On August 17, 2022, Alyssa Shippy died by suicide, a self-inflicted gunshot wound, in that same West Roanoke Street home. She had been working nights as a nurse at a local facility and struggling with untreated depression. First responders arrived around 2 a.m., but Alyssa could not be revived. News outlets reported the family was heartbroken as Rodney, then 55, attempted to raise Logan and Alyssa alone. Neighbors recall seeing Rodney carrying a framed family photo out of the house in tears in the weeks following. Tragedy struck again on January 22, 2023, when Alyssa's mother, 56-year-old Diane Carpenter, was stabbed to death by her husband, Alyssa's stepfather, 66-year-old Kenny Carpenter, in South Broken Arrow. Kenny then fatally shot himself during a 4-hour standoff with police. Diane's murder-suicide sent shock waves through the extended Shippy family, and Broken Arrow mourned yet another interlinked loss in less than 5 months. From late 2023 into 2024, neighbors saw the Shippy home deteriorate, overflowing trash, broken windows, and no running water. By January 2025, U.S. Bank National Association had filed a foreclosure notice in Tulsa County District Court against Rodney and Alyssa Shippy's mortgage for $135,000 in unpaid principal, giving Rodney until June 2025 to respond. He made no payments, utilities were cut off that March, leaving Logan and Alyssa largely isolated. Neighbors like Patty Williams said, "Not suitable for a child, no running water, trash, looked like a completely different house," and noted Rodney had become estranged from friends and family after Alyssa's death. May 28, 2025, the afternoon began unremarkably, a dull sunrise, Rodney's white Ford Explorer sitting idle in the driveway for days. In the kitchen, a foreclosure notice dated May 15 lay unopened on the side table. Logan sat on the couch arranging puzzle pieces, humming softly. At approximately 12:18 p.m., neighbors heard muffled sobs. The first gunshot struck Logan in the chest, he collapsed. A second gunshot followed within seconds. Rodney had turned the gun on himself. Upstairs, Alyssa, preparing to visit a friend in Tulsa that evening, was caught in the crossfire when part of the bedroom dresser collapsed onto her head. A neighbor, Lauren McBride, finally called 911 at 3:15 p.m. after spotting a blood-stained curtain fluttering through an open window. By 4 p.m., police forced entry to find Logan and Rodney on the living room floor and Alyssa concealed among piles of clutter. Broken Arrow PD's preliminary report labeled it an apparent murder-suicide, noting 3 spent .22 caliber shell casings by the couch and the weapon beneath Rodney's lifeless hand. Autopsies later confirmed. Logan Shippy, age 10, gunshot wound to the chest, homicide. Rodney Shippy, age 58, self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head, suicide. Alyssa Shippy, age 20, blunt force head trauma consistent with falling debris. Cause of death, undetermined pending further toxicology, though no substances were found in her system. Family dog, basset hound found near the couch, likely shot or died of shock. Animal control euthanized it on scene. By sunset that day, a cordon of yellow tape ringed the house. Broken Arrow citizens left stuffed animals, flowers, and candles at the curb. Local pastors led impromptu prayer vigils, and Verdant Hills Elementary arranged grief counseling for Logan's classmates. A GoFundMe set up by relatives had already raised over $50,000 to cover funeral costs by May 30th. Although initial evidence pointed to a murder-suicide, Broken Arrow PD conducted a full homicide investigation to rule out third-party involvement. Detectives cataloged every item: Logan's puzzle set, Alyssa's half-packed duffel bag, Rodney's unpaid utility bills, and a 2022 photo of Lisa beneath a heap of dirty laundry. Investigators dusted the gun for prints. Rodney's were on the grip and barrel. Neither Logan's nor Alyssa's appeared. Crime scene analysts confirmed no pry marks on doors or windows, no footprints beyond family members' shoe sizes. K-9 units found no scents indicating an outsider's presence. New York Post. New York Post. Witness interviews. Neighbors reported seeing Rodney leave the house around 8:30 a.m. on May 28 and return 12:21 p.m. with a plastic grocery bag. That bag contained magazines of .22 ammunition later recovered from under Rodney's mattress. A neighbor, Michelle Duran, said, "He looked haunted, eyes red, shoulders slumped. I thought he just missed his wife. I had no idea he was capable of this." Although initial evidence pointed to a murder-suicide, Broken Arrow PD conducted a full homicide investigation to rule out third-party involvement. Detectives cataloged every item: Logan's puzzle set, Alyssa's half-packed duffel bag, Rodney's unpaid utility bills, and a 2022 photo of Lisa beneath a heap of dirty laundry. Investigators dusted the gun for prints. Rodney's were on the grip and barrel. Neither Logan's nor Alyssa's appeared. Crime scene analysts confirmed no pry marks on doors or windows, no footprints beyond family members' shoe sizes. K-9 units found no scents indicating an outsider's presence. New York Post. New York Post. Witness interviews. Neighbors reported seeing Rodney leave the house around 8:30 a.m. on May 28 and return 12:21 p.m. with a plastic grocery bag. That bag contained magazines of .22 ammunition later recovered from under Rodney's mattress. A neighbor, Michelle Duran, said, "He looked haunted, eyes red, shoulders slumped. I thought he just missed his wife. I had no idea he was capable of this." Financial and digital forensics. Bank records show Rodney withdrew $500 from his account on May 26 and May 27, his last remaining funds before mortgage foreclosure. He applied for a reverse mortgage on May 5 but was denied due to lack of home equity. He also made 3 brief crisis hotline calls between March and May 2025 but hung up within 10 minutes each time, reporting insomnia and feeling worthless. Alyssa's Instagram posts from early 2025, #mentalhealth and #helpmifamily, received encouraging comments, but she never reached out to local resources. Her last post, May 20, 2025, depicted Logan holding a sign, "I love you, Mom." Psychological autopsy. In collaboration with a licensed forensic psychologist from the Tulsa County Medical Examiner's Office, Broken Arrow PD performed a psychological autopsy of Rodney. They reviewed her diaries, found in a trash bin entries from March 2025 described mounting depression, intrusive thoughts of ending it all, and the entry on May 26, "I can't fix this. I'm drowning." Interviews with clergy and neighbors confirmed Rodney had refused an outpatient counseling referral in April 2025 and isolated himself entirely by mid-May. Pressure from community. Despite clear evidence of murder-suicide, some neighbors demanded further inquiry, questioning why Alyssa's body was not discovered until 3 hours after Rodney's and Logan's, or why the family dog was shot. Protesters at City Hall on June 1, 2025 held signs reading, "Justice for Alyssa," and "No More Silent Cries." Broken Arrow City Council promised a complete transparency review by June 15, 2025, to release all non-privileged transcripts of interviews and forensic findings. Although Broken Arrow PD officially closed the case as a murder-suicide on June 1, 2025, many residents remained uneasy. They pointed out that the home's disrepair was visible to anyone driving by, yet no child welfare checks were ever made for Logan. Local teachers confided that Logan had missed therapy appointments since December 2024, yet no mandated reporter filed a report. In response, Verdant Hills Elementary's principal announced a new missing youth protocol, requiring school social workers to conduct home visits within 24 hours of repeated absences for children with special needs. Please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement keeps these stories alive.